Hey guys, it's Coach Scott. Welcome back. Now we're going to move on to the powerful software that's part of the Futuristic Marketing program. And we're going to take a look at that real quick here. So what you're going to do is once you're logged into your back office here, you're going to move across to Futuristic Software. And you're going to want to click on that. And that'll open up some options for you. Right there. And you'll see over here on the left Futuristic Software, and you'll see the Facebook Lead Accelerator, Futuristic Influence Machine, and the Perfect Capture Page Machine. Now, just in case any of you aren't clear, what the Facebook Lead Accelerator software will do is it will help you easily create a beautiful landing page that will sit right inside of your fan page on Facebook. And later on in other tutorials, we'll talk about why that's such a huge deal for getting your ads placed and getting a very low cost per click on those very ads. So that's a big deal, and that allows you to make that very easily. But that capture page will sit inside on a app tab of your fan page on Facebook. Okay? Now, the Futuristic Influence Machine, that's the software that creates your webinar, and we'll go into that more later. But one thing I should point out is the Futuristic Influence Machine also has a capture page built into it for the webinar. So you could go directly to that and you'll be able to build the whole system, and then that will allow you to press one button, which I'll show you later, and allow you to create again a capture page for your webinar in an app tab right on your Facebook fan page. Okay, now here's where some people have seemed to get a little confused, so I want to clarify. The Perfect Capture Page Machine, that is going to create a capture page for you very easily that you can download to your computer, and it will give you the code in order to use that and host it at your own hosting company or on your own website or your own web page anywhere. It has nothing to do with Facebook, okay? So that might help clarify that. Some of you seem to get a little bit confused by that. So Lead Accelerator is a Facebook landing page or capture page or squeeze page as we call it. Futuristic Influence Machine is your webinar, also includes a capture page. And the Perfect Capture Page Machine is a capture page for outside of Facebook. Okay, so let's go to the Facebook Lead Accelerator and just take a look at that real quick. Now what's going to happen when you do this is it's actually going to take you to an outside website. Okay, but first we get to take a look at some information about it, and when you press the button down at the bottom here, the first time it says something a little different than this. I've already connected it. But when you press this button right here, it'll walk you through it step by step of setting this up and it basically installing this right inside of your Facebook page. So ultimately, once you have a tab in there, you're going to be able to add more tabs and edit the tab you have without having to log into this back office. You can do it right from your Facebook page, which is really cool, you guys. So I'm going to click it right now and you'll see what happens. It's going to let me see if I can get this to allow us through there. Okay. So you'll see the Facebook Lead Accelerator. I got some pop-up blockers working there, where it takes you right to the Facebook Lead Accelerator within Facebook. And you can scroll through here and it'll say click to get started. And once you do that, you'll be able to be right on your way to building your page, okay? And when you do that, what's going to happen is this is going to pop up and it's going to ask you what page that you manage you want to show this on. And I already have this installed on my fan page, so which I built just for this. I hadn't used one before, and this just gives me another excuse to go ahead and do it. So there is the fan page, all right, that we built for the blog and the blog company. And as you can see, what's happened is right here you'll see photos, and then you see this tab that says free webinar, and then it's for market paradigm shift is what we called it. And when you click on this, it's a brand new page we just put up just for this. When you click on this, what happens is it takes you to that completed landing page that we built with the software with just a few mouse clicks. So here you're going to see, let me pause that video there. Okay, so you see there's a video there, there's a headline here, there's a nice call to action over here, bullet points are all there. It's just a sweet, very nice, clean, tight landing page. And this, guys, this is the stuff that will convert for you. All right? You make those really fancy 3-mile-long landing pages and things. I'm telling you, unless you're a real pro and really know what you're doing with those and have a lot of years of experience, those will never convert for you at this point in the game. So this is huge, easy to do. It took me literally, after the video was made, it took me literally less than 5 to 10 minutes to create this entire page, and that was the first time including learning curve. It's quite amazing how easy this is to use for really anyone. Okay, so that's kind of an overview of that. In other tutorials, we're going to go more in depth into some of these things, but I wanted you to be able to see that. Let me see if I can get us back to, back to the Futuristic Marketing back office. So second thing is if you go to the Futuristic Influence Machine, now that one's definitely going to take you, after you click on it down here, out to a separate place to log in, whereas the other one I just showed you will actually, so you're going to be taken to another website called Futuristic Influence, or that's the brand on it anyways. It's actually webinarconferences.com, and it will take you there. And when you get there, you're going to have to log in. And then what you'll see is we built our first webinar already. New marketing paradigm shift, and there it is. Okay, and here's where you go up here. You can create a new webinar. There's a video right here. If you click show, that will give you a video that Jonathan did that explains in detail how to use all this. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure and watch that. But that's what that little button that says show video for is. And this will give you your existing webinars. Of course, initially you're not going to have any. This will allow you to make a new webinar, change your password, or log out. It's pretty simple. Now, I'm going to just point out right here, after After you've created your entire webinar, so don't get confused by this, and it uploads and it shows up on this page, that's when you come back to this page and you press this button, and it'll instantly create that landing page and put it inside of your Facebook page, similar to what we showed you on the other landing page a few moments ago. So what I'm going to do, just to touch on this real quick, is I'm going to go into, like I'm editing this webinar, because what I want to show you, because this could be a little confusing too if you're not aware of it, once you're building the webinar, you're going to be going, okay, well, what's actually happening? Just trust the system, follow the steps. When you get all done, if you want to come back, now it'll take you, when you're finished, to a page that'll give you these links right here. I would suggest you copy them, paste them to something that you put on your computer, and label them for what they are, name them with the webinar name or whatever you've done, and then you've got the links that you can access to use your marketing. But as you can see here, what we're getting is we're getting a registration link. That's the landing page that gets created where someone can register for your webinar. You're getting a sign-in link. That sign-in link is going to be where they go to actually access the webinar, and it'll tell them, I'll show you in a minute, how long before the webinar is going to start, and then it'll give them an opportunity to sign in to the webinar. The replay link, the beauty of this is a live link that runs the webinar anytime somebody clicks on it. So this is what you can use to send if someone signed up and didn't show up, somebody you know, and you can just send them this link and they can go view it anytime they want. They don't have to wait for a specific time. Anyways, real briefly, because I'm running out of time for this tutorial, you can see, it's kind of, you can't see the whole thing, but you can see that we've got a very similar landing page. Let me stop that video again. Very similar landing page to what we had last time, with a few extra tweaks, you know, but it's very similar. I created it almost identical. All right, and that's where they can register for the new Marketing Paradigm Shift webinar. All right, and the next thing is, if you go to the sign-in link, then what they're going to see is they're going to see a place where they've got to sign in. And the only reason you're seeing this page is I have a webinar scheduled to start in about 4 or 5 minutes. But if it was several hours away, they'd get a ticker page that'll say webinar will start in 5 hours, 15 minutes, whatever, and it'll give them a ticker. I'm sure you've seen those before, but this is a nice, clean page where they can go in, they put their first name, their last name, and they enter the webinar. Okay? And it'll take them in there. And you know, I might be able to do this for you. Let me just see. Okay. If I fill this out and I hit enter webinar. Oh, there it is. So it takes us to that ticker page. You see, this is what they would see if it wasn't so close. So it says they've got 7 minutes and 37 seconds till the webinar actually starts. Gives a nice little live view here. And as you can see, there are several people coming and going and preparing to attend the webinar. All right? Which is what we want. So that's what that second link will do. And then the replay link, what happens if they click that is you go in and that webinar will be live and it will run. Okay? As you can see right there, that's the beginning of the webinar that we did and where it's starting. Okay? So I'm going to pause that for just a minute. We're going to shut that down actually. Okay, so you can see what those 3 links do. Hopefully that's helpful to you. And for today, that's all we're going to cover. In the next tutorial, we'll go into the capture page software and explain that a little bit to you. So I hope this helped you out, and this is Coach Scott signing off. May all your endeavors be blessed.